Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're doing wonderful. It's Saturday. Cool. How are you doing, you beautiful little humans? Good, bad, indifferent? Well, whichever it is, I hope it's good. Oh, I installed a Streams Element plugin, and I don't really understand what it does or why it's good or anything like that. Because I ain't here for the grift. I'm here to play some role playing games and chill out. But I thought I'd install it, see what it's got to give. At the moment, all it's got to give is making my OBS UI slightly more confusing. Let me just double check. I have got audio turned on so you can hear me. Yeah. I'm also consistently not happy with the camera positioning, right? I don't know if I should move it back to on top of the monitor, because the place where it always feels where the camera would be best, right, is kind of where the monitor is, right in the middle of the monitor looking back at me, right? That's kind of where it feels like the camera should be, which of course it can't be, because that's where the monitor is, right? That would be difficult. But hey, that's where we are. That's what's going on. Hope your week's been good. Mine has been fine. Yeah, down in the dungeon, working the 9 to 5, grinding away on that real life kind of thing. It's been indifferent. Mostly making presentations. That's mostly what I've been doing, making presentations. You know what the funniest thing whenever I do one of these presentations is folks go like, oh, you should be a comedian. And I'm like, well, I kind of am. I'm a consultant. Right? It's pretty funny stuff. It doesn't get much funnier than being a consultant. You probably have to be a consultant to get it. Ah, dear. So mostly, I think, right, I've been sat here thinking, what is it I want to do? Now, I was talking the other day on Threads about how one of the things I wanted to do was I wanted to do a sci-fi thing where you discover weird aliens. But that's not what we'll do today. But that's definitely on the horizon as something that I'd like to do. Because I was watching a YouTube on speculative evolution, and it was really cool. And I kind of remember that there is a series of YouTubes about a set of comics, I think they are, which is set kind of like in the distant future, and humans have all been turned into weird and horrifying things because they got invaded, and it didn't go well. One of them getting basically turned into like sentient poo eaters, right? So they're like they could be like membranes to consume sewage, and convert it into, I don't know, water or something. And that was their life, but they were also sentient. And that happened because they rebelled against the aliens that took over. But yeah, that'd be cool, because I mean, it's way too often. I mean, we all know that aliens are just like people, and often allegories for stuff. So yeah, that would be cool. But not for today. Not for today. That's something I want to do in the future. So really today I'm thinking either, these are all the different things that I have installed on my Foundry instance. Some would say maybe too many things. Maybe. But hey, whatever. I'm sure professionals would come in here with a plan and be like, I've got a plan. I'm going to do some stuff. But the problem is that plans aren't my thing. I'm not very good with plans. Oh, another thing that I was going to say, right? So what I've been doing over like summer last week and the week before was I've been working on the Dungeon Slime website. Oh yes, simple first page, very nice. Oh, isn't it lovely? I think it's lovely. And then ongoing campaigns. To the ongoing campaigns, I'm going to start trying to keep kind of like if we go to one I'm probably going to be playing now, Cyber Generation, so a link into the playlist for it, giving a little blurb, and then having all the character sheets, so all the characters, All cool, all nice. And I'll put, start putting down interesting tidbits from the adventures in there, right? That'd be cool, I think. So yeah, that's that. That was the website. I got one for, an upcoming Star Trek that I might run. I've got one for Star Wars that I've got to get back around to running. I've got one for Alien. Did I already mention Alien? I probably did. And then kind of like a completely empty one for Werewolf, because Werewolf is like an aspiration. An aspiration of aspirations, right? The Alien Business Class. That's our awful corporate person, Kane Riley. Just looking forward to being awful and doing the awful stuff. So yeah, that's what I want to just check. Let me just check something. It's not what I wanted to do. Which one have you ended up with? You ended up with that. Well, that's fine. Yeah, I don't think that you'd have seen anything terrible then. But let's you should go check out Legend of Dyson Cafe. That's a really good channel. I like that channel a lot. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to come in here and check to see something. We'll just check what it's working for a start. That'd be good. Average duration 7 seconds. Love it. Gotta love it. Right, that's what we're here for. We're here for those 7 seconds of engagement. Right. What was I checking? I'll tell you one thing that's a bit of a nuisance is getting to the I wonder why it's saying that I'm playing Magic the Gathering. It's definitely not what I'm playing. This, definitely not Magic the Gathering, eh? I really wish they had like a TTRPG, what should we call it? A TTRPG, what should we call it? Yeah, what should we call it? A channel, right? Just a category. One that made sense, as opposed to just whacking you in gaming and just the real wild thing is how it like randomly assigns you to a game and goes, look, you come out of you're playing Stellaris. I'm clearly not playing Stellaris. This is not Stellaris. Often one that it really enjoys putting you into is World of Warcraft, and you're like, definitely not World of Warcraft. So if you ever come into any of these videos and you're like, this person's not playing the game that YouTube's saying they're playing, it's YouTube's fault. YouTube is stupid. I wish it didn't do it. I wish it just went, this person hasn't put down what game they're playing. Maybe they don't want me to. Guess, Anyway, that guess probably should have come quicker after the previous words, but it didn't because I'm stupid. Yeah. Anyway, that's that. That's the website. All very exciting. Anyway, cool. Top bananas. We can close that now. We don't need it. No, we don't need it. What we need to do is decide on what we're playing, and I think we're playing Cybergen. Yeah, feels about right. I think so. So where we last left our party of Juves, our Juve gangers. Oh, another thing I installed was a plugin to like set the browser to a specific shape on click, as opposed to me having to spend every time trying to make the thing fit and it always be slightly different shapes and that kind of jazz. One thing I should do is I don't have sidebar installed. That's weird. Let's install that. Manage modules. I've got too many modules installed. I know. I don't use most of them. I have no idea sidebar and window resize are installed. Is it just, no, it's not working. Oh, that's weird, eh? That's weird. Modules. This is why I never get anything done. Resize. It's definitely there. I don't think it's got a thingy. Let me just let's just change this whilst I go into the settings, because otherwise you're going to see my OpenAI key and you're going to sit in there creating all kinds of remarkably exciting things, but it's going to cost me money. And that'd be fun for my bank account. You couldn't spend that much money though. I've got a limit on it, so I think it's like I think I limited it to like £10, something like that. Sidebar and window resizer. Enable chat formatting. Enhances the chat box with text formatting tools. Oh. I'll click that box. This is experimental. Save. Cool. Maybe that'll make it work. Maybe it'll just crash it. Really weird that, eh? Why doesn't that work? Bizarre. It works everywhere else. It's not like it's complicated. That's really strange. Oh well, whatever. Come back. Hello, see you can see it again. So where were we? We had a little book. Yeah, so alright, there it is. That was the apartment we were hiding in. We kind of need a map for a rundown building, right? Because that's where we are right now. Have I got 2 windows? I do have 2 windows. Okay, cool. And I'm sure everyone else hates my new thumb. My new thumb thingy, right? My new thing. It's a shambles inside. I hate thumbnails. Solo RPG stream nonsense. I think it's great. I'd click on something if that was the thumbnail. I'd be like, this person either A, really cares and is trying really hard to lure me in with their image of not caring, or they don't care. And in both situations, I think it's quite entertaining. But that's why I'm rubbish. Right. Abandoned cyberpunk apartment. Yeah. Reddit. That's not got anything on it. That's annoying. One thing that is kind of vaguely irritating, and you can no doubt tell, is that for some reason my nose is kind of getting weirdly blocked at the top, making me even more nasally than normal, and making me sniffle, which is, I'm no doubt, not fun. Creepy abandoned building. I don't think that's a thing that I need to worry about. Actually, I probably already have one, right? Compendium packs. Have I got you in the right for a screen? I do have you in the right screen. That's good. I'd hate to have you in the wrong screen and me be sat here just talking about stuff that makes no sense. So, Misaki sci-fi scenes, coal mine, crystals, Fargate room. I don't know what it is. So this list, I don't think it's like. This is more. What's it called? This is more kind of straight sci-fi, right? This is far more Traveller or Star Trek than it is Cybercar Crash, than it is a Forgotten Factory. Oh, that could do. Let's see what a Forgotten Factory is like. 30 by 30. It's not very big, whatever it is. That's quite cool, but I think this is one for later. We do want a. This is assuming anything happens in the apartment, right? So we finished off last adventure in an apartment that was going to be demolished in a few days, a few weeks. Oh, I think that's my housemate. 1 second. turn my sound off. See, I did turn my sound off. I'm getting good at that. If nothing else, I can turn on and off the sound. My housemate just got back. They had acquired pork chop for dinner today. Ooh, how exciting. And got me a delicious coffee. So, delicious coffee. I'm going to start drinking this here delicious coffee. It's going to be amazing. I, of course, am a barbarian. I have a latte. Because I don't know good coffee when I taste it. Because I'm a savage. Anyway. For any of you people that like coffee out there. I'm more of a tea drinker. I used to drink coffee a lot. Right? I used to very much be the kind of 12 coffees by lunchtime kind of person at work. But not anymore. Mainly because it was just so much easier to make coffee than it is to make tea. Well, once you've got instant coffee, that is, right? You just boop, boop, boop in the coffee, boop in a bit of sugar, boop in some milk, press the little button that makes hot water come out, bish, bash, bosh, you got coffee. You're done. You're off you go. Give it a wee stir. You can start drinking it. As opposed to tea, where you need to kind of put the tea bag in, put the hot water in, wait for it to, do its thing, put the milk in, etc., etc., etc. Real hassle, that extra 1 minute, 30 seconds of waiting for it to be done. Nowadays, of course, it's even worse because I have green tea and I have loose leaf green tea. Like that reminds me, I've got to order some little bags that tea goes in, disposable tea bags. That's what I need to order. Makes my life a little bit easier. Anyway, right? Yeah, we were looking for an abandoned apartment. That's what we're doing. Let's get back to it, people. Forgotten Factory. So we got Forgotten Factory. This is one I feel for later. This feels useful. I even think that it's kind of aligned to what I think we'll be doing. Because really, as we said at the end of last adventure, right, we've kind of got two key things, right? Find somewhere safe to make a safe house, and find out what the next steps. Find out, how to get some payback on some Bureauloc people, right? Those are the two big ones, and yeah, straightforward, easy. One of my players isn't about today, so I don't know what I'm going to be running. Cyberpunk Nightclub sounds good. Collapsed entrance. Desert Research, Desert Settlement. So yeah, I'm a subscriber to Miska's maps. I don't use them very much, but I'm going to. Oh, Imperial landing pad. That'll be good for Star Trek. And cargo shuttle. Lots of stuff that would be really good for Traveller as well. Asteroids, water purification, wilderness camp. That might be useful. I don't know why these have gone weird. Maybe I need to download some new ones. I mean, this one's more... it's kind of annoying. So, Fopter crash site, corrupted monastery, more words. None of those look like an apartment. Number 4. What we got at number 4? We've got... Doesn't tell us. A collection of space opera and far future. No, that doesn't sound what I'm looking for. Proteus output theme pack. That doesn't sound very useful. That's not very useful. Annoying. Close. Sugar. I don't want to close that one. Lots of stuff for Cyberpunk 2020. I'm going to say that I think we've done really well with these the 2 Cyberpunk modules. They're very good. Modules. Just put in map. I've got Frag's modern map somewhere. Where are they? Frag, where be your maps? Frag, metric. Oh, there we go. You're the person, Frag. In fact, I might after looking at this, I might get a thingamajig license and get some more of their maps. Do we think just construction site might be good? Let's import construction site. Yeah, fine. Let's import diner. Sounds like it could be good. Yeah, whatever. Let's import. Where are we? Porthouse, secret facility. I saw one earlier that I wanted to import, but I can't. Slums. Let's have a quick look at these. See, you're getting a no holds barred tour of some high quality third party mods. So be glad. I know not much playing is going on, but hey. Okay, so this is a construction site. That's kind of cool. Given that I haven't actually got any slums, it's a bit too slummy for where we are. Diner, okay. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Well, we'll just stick with this one, right? I wonder if that's a lighting effect or that's a... Is that a lighting effect? It is a lighting effect. Okay, well, let's turn this light on just so we can see the thing. Uh-oh. Right. Cool. One thing I should do, actually, whilst I'm here, if I should go to main background. Let's do a main background with a little bit less going on. Because I was noticing the other day that I don't know why, right? But it gets a bit grainy on the YouTubes, and I don't know why. I'm sure I'll sit down and try and figure it out at some point, but not when I noticed it, and not today. So I've gone for the more, of course. Now let me check something. Oh no, that's cool. So I've gone for the more my cyberpunk apartment. Very nice. I like. Cool. Let's get started, shall we? At the very least, let's get setting up this adventure. So the characters are boop, boop, boop. It's add a page, right? 2, getting safe, getting even. Create page, right? Top bananas. Getting safe, getting even. Setting. Set up. Right, so the kids have got themselves safe in this abandoned apartment. It's got running water. It's got all the utilities, right? Got all the utilities, as we checked last time. Got all the utilities. Now, we've got to remember, some of the Jews got captured on our way to the safe house originally. So that's playing on them. What's our chaos rating at the moment? I think our chaos rating isn't too bad. Our chaos rating is, 3. Well, new adventure. I should probably start. We're not in media res, so that's probably fine. Focus of this adventure will be getting even with corpsec, goons, and finding more permanent abode. Right, cool. I think there's probably some things to think about. It's probably a ticking. So there's a clock on the building. as it will be demolished in 7 days. 7 days, right? So there's a 7-day clock that we've got to do our stuff. So that kind of gives us 4 segments, right? 7 mornings. Well, on the building anyway. So we need to have found us somewhere cushy by then. But also, I mean, there's going to be impact on the kids. I think something that's worth looking at as well in the Cybergen book. If we go here, yeah. If we go here in the Cybergen book, there is. Don't worry, I'm getting there. I'm going to pull it out in a second. You're going to be amazed. It's going to be a wild ride. You're going to be on Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Why do we never remake BJ and the Bear? Sorry, I don't know why that occurred to me. Mole rats, right? Where'd it go? That's not it. I've gone way past it, clearly. You can never find things when you want them, can you? That, of course, being obvious. Because if you could, you'd have them, and you wouldn't be having that discussion. It's like the glorious, it's always in the last place you look, right? Of course it is. This is what I was talking about. Now, I'm going to be careful here, because my coffee is right in between where I'm going to try and move to. Yeah, that would be bad. I never really know how close I should have a mic to anything. And I try and figure out whether or not the biggest problems that I have are that I mumble, and so everything sounds a bit regardless. So yeah, these are the plot paths. So in Cyberpunk 2020, you had the life path, which you kind of do during character generation. In Cybergen, you've got the plot path, which we can use to generate adventures, right? The interpersonal side of adventures a lot of the time, right? So these don't have roles, so they're more kind of decisions. So start by making a connection, random incident, level of incident. Your friend or enemy is, do, what are they, where are they coming from, what have we got? So this is kind of like which is going to be useful, I think, for figuring out what we want to do with the characters on like a interpersonal side. And we're going to primarily focus, I think, on Slip and Oak for a lot of the time. They're basically get a lot of the entertainment going, in that kind of area. So yeah. So yeah, ref note, plot path, you do not roll dice. You pick whatever plot complications seem interesting to reflect upon a particular player when things slow down. Pick another one, crossing out the previously used complications one by one. So yeah, that's something we should probably look at and keep in mind. And I'm going to close the book and lose that page so that next time I need it, that's going to happen all over again. Because that's just how well organised I am. It's true. Okay, cool. So I think one of our questions is going to be did the kids manage to rest through the night without problems. Did the kids manage to sleep through the night? Did the kids manage? Did the Jews manage to get a good rest? I think it's kind of. I think for today, it's just unlikely, right? But it's more likely than it's going to be in the future. So, 34. No, they didn't. Okay, the reason for this is let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's roll a d6. No, don't do that. Okay, let's not have. Let's disable that experimental feature that we just put on. I think that's not what we need. Let's get rid of the experimental. Let's save this first. Save that. Go here. Configure settings. Sidebar. Let's turn it off. It wasn't very good anyway. Right, back here. There we go. Slash R1D6. Thank you. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slip. Oh, there you go. So slip doesn't sleep well. 1 second. Well, you wouldn't have enjoyed hearing that. Visions and dreams. There we go. Yeah, okay, right. So there's the journal. Life on a run. Getting safe, getting even. Then wakes up. So she's dreaming, and as you do. She's dreaming when she's back with her family, in the burbs, just relaxing, maxing, chilling. When a corpsec squad bursts through the door, guns down her family, and captures her. Right, and she starts throwing up silver stuff. She gets barreled into the back of the car. They kind of take her little brother. So yeah, general kind of bad stuff. But we did just establish Slip has a younger brother. She has nightmare about a corpsec raiding her house. In the burbs. Oh no. And the first scene is going to be so scene 1. First scene going to be the characters, the group kind of dossing about the apartment complex, right? So we're gonna be dossing about and finding stuff. So the kids. We got a bunch of 8, 9, 10-year-olds, right? The kids are gonna be through. So Sin and Oak, and who else have we got who's really young? They're all really young, but I mean really, really young. Okay, Slip and Oak, right? So Slip and Oak, we should probably so Slip and Oak are our kids, right? Just to remember it. Slip and Oak are the kids. So they're 9, 8, right? And then who was it? Who did we have there? Fade. Yeah, so Fade's 12, right? So Fade is going to be acting out, right? Because Fade's going to be, I ain't that young. I'm not like those two. Fade is 12, acting up because the next lot are like Charm 14, Chip 15, Slip 16, right? So as always with like, you know, the middle kids, right? They're like, oh, we want to be with the older kids. So the 3 teens versus 2 kids. But the kids are kind of rushing around, kind of investigating the place, pulling stuff out of long abandoned and sealed up kind of cupboards and all that kind of stuff. Chips put on some music and they're trying to kind of fiddle their way through, kind of putting together lights and sorting stuff out, making sure that the electricity is kind of safe. And Chip, yeah, but that's Chip. And Charm, what was Charm? Charm is Beastie, Scanner, right? So Charm is just kind of dossing about, kind of thinking what's going to go on. Now we've got some kids searching around. So do the kids find anything dangerous, right? Where's Mimific? Where it is, right? Just behind there. And we can make this small. Be small. Question. Do that? No. That's not what we wanted. Do the kids find anything dangerous? Now what we need to do is, as always, when we're doing Mythic, I need to remind myself as to what way round the answers go. 1 second. Let's just get that book out. There you go. Right, there's that silly table. There we are, yeah. Not the adventure journal. Not the lists of verbs. I should really check some of the what's it called? Some of the Mythic magazines. That's weird. So, why is that not back here? You'd have thought that the main oracle would have been. Oh, there it is. It is. So right, yeah. As chaos goes down, the likeliness of a yes answer decreases. Right. So, do they find anything useful? That's not how you spell useful. Do they find anything useful? To chat. 56, no. Right, so we don't manage to find anything useful. They just kind of bum around, and it's all great fun, which is cool. The older kids are gonna start thinking about next steps, right? And what have we got in the older kids? So we've got Chip, Charm, Slip as the main older kids, right? And Fade is probably like hanging around being, I'm not a kid, kind of thing, right? So they're gonna be there, they're gonna be there, and they're gonna be there. So we don't really know much about their characters, beyond that we think that, because Slip's a beaver brat, she's probably quite entertaining, mischievous, and positive a lot of the time. Because if she wasn't, she wouldn't be a beaver brat. She'd probably be a goth or a rad, right? So So I reckon Charm is the one who's going to be thinking the most about setting up shop. So we had Charm, Slip, Fade. Who's the other older one? Slip, Fade, Chip, Charm. Yeah. Slip and Chip. I picked some terrible names, didn't I? Chip. Chip. There we go. Chips for Tinkertop. So I reckon, yeah, the Tinkertop and the Tinkertop and the Beastie are going to be mostly interested in setting up a new gaff. I reckon Fade is going to be like, we should go get some payback. And I reckon Slip is kind of like, well, we kind of need to do both. And she's kind of on edge because she's not had a great night's sleep. So she's doubling down on like bad times. But I definitely think that their overarching objective is to find somewhere more permanent to make their residence. And we're currently in. We need one of our maps of Night City. So let's go to Drive Through RPG. Let's go to Cyber Generation. Probably too fast. Cyber G. There we go. Cyber Generation. It's all one word. Map of Night City. I know there's one in here because I just saw it whilst I was browsing through the book. I'm going to have to put in one of those timestamps again where it's like Dungeon Slime rambles about nonsense. Dungeon Slime starts doing a bit of a recap and setting up for the next adventure. Dungeon Slime gets started, and that kind of gets started is going to be like 50% of the way through the recording. And it doesn't matter because no one's going to watch anyway. So we're good. We're safe. We're fine. We're all secure in here on our own. Where'd it go? Where's that picture? That's a data fortress. That's not what we're looking for. No, it's that. VISA. Oh, I don't know if I ever mentioned. Yeah, so basically America is now the Incorporated States of America. So it's a corporate-run government, literally. Oh, I wonder why the doorbell just went. 1 second. Right, sorry about that. It wasn't for me. My existence is not exciting. Yeah, cool. Top bananas. What were we doing? I'll have to remind myself. Yes. Right, yeah. So step one, we're going to try and find a new gaff. That's kind of a view. Right, we want to get payback, but right now we need somewhere to stay. Here's a question: Do any of them? This is one of those funny things, right? Where I find that you need to simulate the player as much as you need to simulate the ref, particularly if you've got a group of characters. And I'm just go do any of the characters, or because yeses are less likely, right? Should we go? Well, but that's to reflect the fact that things are more stable. So at the moment, things are stable, mostly because the kids aren't thinking about it. They're still like on the adrenaline rush, they're still focused on that. The question is, fake question. Do any of the kids want to go home to their parents yet? 99. Definitely not. Okay, right. So we're all pretty kind of. Clearly, none of them had a great home life, except I suppose for Slip, as she's got a younger brother and she was having a nightmare about it. Right. And I think the two youngest aren't even thinking about it. This is still like a big adventure to them. And the three older kids are like, well, our parents probably don't even know that we're gone. So the kids aren't even thinking about going home. The younger ones still see it as an adventure. The older ones, apart from Slip, don't have much love for home. Right. Cool. Top bananas. So that's that. So the question is, how are we going to go? How are we going to go about finding somewhere to stay, right? And we were looking for a map. Just remembered. Oh, unfortunately, I was just at the map. So isn't that convenient? Zoom. We can zoom out a bit, actually, and we can get the whole... can I get the whole thing in? Can I get the whole thing in and it be readable? Not really, but we're going to do it anyway. Snip. Snippity snip, snip, snip. Snip, 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 snip. Snip, 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 snip. Snip. Just imagine it's a eunuch. Snip again. New snips. Snippity, snippity, snip. Right, there we go. And let's put this. Let's make sure I've got OBS in the background so I can see if anyone actually does turn up. I can see it. And then. This is what we need. Let's save that. Let's open this. Let's add a page. Let's Night Sea. Like so. There we go. There we got Night Sea pop out. Happy days. We're currently like outside of the sea. I don't think we've got a picture for burbs. And I mean, you can tell there's only a tiny segment of the city, right? Because this ain't very big. And I kind of presume that Night City really is massive, right? Even bigger than it is in a computer game. Yeah. But I rolled a 99 and that was an exceptional no. Sometimes I'm not entirely sure of how the world works. But it's okay. So yeah, City Hall, City Libraries, what's this? 22. Where's 22? 23, 24, 20. You would imagine it would be around here if that's where all the other 20s are. 22, 28, 20, 22 there. So what's 22? Totentans, a dance hall bar housed on the top floor of an old skyscraper in outside. This bar is well known place to find yo gangs. Once a major booster gang hangout, the Tans has toned down its image, but it's still a rough and intense place. That's one of those interesting things that this book kind of throws up is like, what are the Jews, what are people doing that aren't like in the bin or a part of a booster gang? I think kind of Cyberpunk 2020 and Red and 2077 focuses so much on the world of like adults that it forgets entirely about like an extreme adult. So you're either an edge runner, you're a booster, or you're a corpo, or you're kind of like grey background and you don't matter. Whereas there's a lot more going on. At least as far as I'm concerned. Let's kind of see this is kind of hypothetical. So this carries on in every direction, right? So I think that how are we going to go about finding it? So originally, the way we went about trying to go about finding a place was just online. So I reckon that's probably still the best way to find a potential area, right? So there are kind of two main approaches. And we don't want Mr. The big question is, do we want Mr. So, well, actually, what we need to do is we need to go to here. We need to go to thread list. So we've done this. Wait until it's safe to leave the safe house, right? But now we've got two threads, right? Find somewhere to stay permanently, and get revenge on Corpsec, right? Those were two threads of the group. Do we have any personalities, any NPCs that we need to add to the list? Character list. Oh yeah, we got the Narc Street Fighter. We've got the captured Mega Traveler, Mega Fighter, not Mega Traveler, not Mega Fighter, Mega Violent. That's the one. We've got captured Mega Violent. No, but no, we've got. So they didn't get Violent, Mega Violent, but went their own way. Street Fighter that went their own way. Right, we've also got Burelock. We've got the character's parents. We've got Corpsec, right? Those are current. Oh, and we've got the owners of the current building. Gangsters. Right? Yeah. Update. So those are the threads and the threads of the characters that are in play right now. So I reckon scene 2, we're going to decide that Chip and Sin are going to interrogate the city records, so the city ordinance records, to find long-term abandoned properties, right? So if we open up Sin, right? So Sin's got Wizard and we've got Network 4. So I reckon this is a network tech role. Trying to do this via their ability to query systems, right? So we've got some start off. It's something we also have to remember, right? Never forget, and we should put this kind of like as a directive at the top, right? We should have some directives, right, for us to remember, right? Vtrodes and virtuality are everywhere. So we've got to remember that, right? Because that's a really important part, right? Jews don't Jews don't sell out Jews. Jews are just Jews aren't killing machines, right? Right, so that's something to bear in mind. Jews don't sell out Jews. Jews aren't killers. Jews are family, right? Those are important things, right? So directives that we need to remember. To always bring ourselves back to. And I say that because we've not really mentioned it for a while, right? The VTROs thing. So the apartment probably looks kind of slightly different to each of the Jews. I mean, well, that's a question, right? For up here. Is there a virtuality overlay for this abandoned building, right? Get you out of the way for a second. Fake question. Is there a virtuality overlay for this building? And I reckon it's, we did say that it was in good shape, so, no. Okay. So there's definitely no virtuality for this building. So it does just look like a rundown apartment. And there was never one, right? This building's probably so old that they've never had virtuality, right? So this building is so old, it never even got upgraded to virtuality, right? So the apartment building is so old, set up, right? It's up here, right? The apartment complex is so old, it never even had virtuality installed. Really? Edit the video. Generation. What were we calling this episode? Getting safe, getting even. Getting safe, getting even. We should also make it so that tags mean something in YouTube. That'd be quite good. Playlists, stick it in the Cyber Generation playlist. There you go, like live action. All right, we're going for it. Cool. Top bananas. Done. Yeah, fade. Yep. So first thing we're going to do, right? Sin. They can't sin. They get sin. Hey, sin. Sin's like, what? I'm busy playing over here. Right, come over here. Okay. Come over. Kind of stomping their feet. Need you to check. We need you to get see if you can find a place to hold up on a more permanent basis. And I'm, well, why? This place is cool. And I'm like, yeah, but look, it's scheduled for demolition. We need to get it done. All right. Fine. So they're going to start their wee hack, right? So, sin, come back. There you go. The network's 4. Their tech is 7, so that's an 11. And we're going to go again. It's like a 15 target, right? So slash R 1d10 plus 11, right? What do we get? 14. That's not a success. So he doesn't find anything. They don't find anything. Yeah, is this the right one? Yeah, network. Okay. He doesn't find anything. Well, he was kind of close. I think the problem is that he wasn't able to get the correct level of permissions, right? So, if I got fast, what I need, right, for this kind of thing is a let's ask basic data fort generator cyberpunk. Don't know. Apps red. I just want a data fort. Give me a data fort. No. Every site in the universe is just Cyberpunk Data Fortress Generator. No. Well, no, it's Data Fortress map 2020. Well, that's not a Data Fortress map for 2020. Okay, right, cool, forget it. Right, let's do it this way. As a great man once said, fuck it, I'll do it live. Go here, go create scene, data fort. Create a scene. Right, cool. Get you out of my way, And we'll get a faff around with have we got dungeon? We don't. Let's get that installed then. Modules. There we go. Not Ace Library. Dungeon draw. Yeah. Save module. We're going to see some high quality stuff going on. So what we're going so we're not going to raid City Hall. What we're going to be raiding is a real estate, a small real estate company's data fort, right? Now I could do this one way, I could do it another way. We're gonna give it a go doing this way, right? We want xenomorph, rubber, neon, blueprint. That's what we want. Okay, rectangle. So, like so. Oh, is it? Oh, right, I've got to paint it afterwards, do I? Okay. I thought that would probably... Yeah, okay. So what we really want is just probably do... 1, 2, 3. So, kind of want it 10 by 10, right? Something like that. Fiddlesticks. See, this is one of the problems with this thing in general. So we go 5, 10? 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do it this way instead, right? And then let's add walls. No. Fiddlesticks, stop it. Uh-oh, I've broken it. Right, let's not do that. Control Z. What we want is this one? Interior wall. That's what we want. Right. So if we imagine that the entrance into the data fort is here. Is that a dog outside? I think it is a dog outside. The data fort probably isn't very complicated. Donk. Badonk. There is a dog. I can hear it through my ears. They're being dog-like. Bow wow. Bow bow. Got a room over here. Yeah. 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 And a room over here, right? Do 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 do. And we want to paint it. No, fiddlesticks. Like so, right? Now it's probably going to be a wall, a data door, a data wall there, data wall there, data wall there, and data here. So that's grey ice, right? And the fortress itself. So this is going to be like a reception area. There's going to be like a desk and all that sort of jazz. So there's going to be a reception AI on there. So the two wizards are going to go in. Sin's wizard character, wizard avatar, looks like a secret agent, right? So it's super cool. Imagine like a Blade, that kind of cool. Yeah, to which I mean Wesley Snipes, 90s movie. That Blade. I think it's a 90s movie, probably. Chip, on the other hand, looks like a mechanical spider, right? Like a mechanical spider bot. Then we go in and there's a reception. Yeah, and the reception's just some grey ice. It's ice is intrusion countermeasures. It's a grey program. It's not aggressive. It asks for the players what they want, right? How may I be of service? Would you like to purchase? Are you here to purchase or sell property? And they're like, Chip's like, no. And just like, and we can see with 4 doors, we reckon this has probably got an alarm on it. So what we're going to do is, with our wizard powers, our arcane, we're going to make a program. So let's double check the rules for creating a program. Up here, right. Let's go to the wizard. Right, where's the wizard? Wizard. Wizardy was. The wizardy was. Here it is. Wizards have the most complicated stuff. So, what we're going to do is, this is probably like this is a simple computer, right? But what we're going to do is, oh wow, can talk to any computer, can create familiars, can see, hear TV, virtual reality signals, can project a mental view through the net, must eat a lot of food, can move their presence through the net at a speed equal to normal move. Familiar. So when we create a familiar, the wizard's ability to create programs is determined by how many arcane points your wizard can use in each creation. For example, if they have 6 in arcane skill and 10 intelligence, you have 16 points. Right, cool. So let's double check. Oh, I mean, you can see it, but I can't. So Sin's intelligence is 6, and their arcane is 1 because they're brand new. So attack, defense. Do you have to put 1 in everything, right? Crashes systems, anti-personnel, covers its tracks, stealthy. So your familiar's AF can be subdivided into AF subroutines. Each with attack function. This is the program's attack value. It is usually added to a 1d10 roll against the defending program's defense factor. Netrunner programs always have the same value for AF and DEF called function. Wizards familiars may be designed with different AF and DF, making them more versatile than regular programs. Your familiar's AF can be subdivided into the AF subroutines, mini programs. When divided this way, only a portion of the AF is assigned to the subroutine that is used in acts that involving the tasks. Defense function. If the defense function drops to 0, you're done. Movement function. How far the program to travel. Independent action. Intelligence. So, right. Let's just put this over here for a second. No. Let's bring you over here. Let's bring out the dead. No. So we've got 7 points to spend. And where's that gone? Where's the journal gone? Where's the journal? Life on a run. Getting safe, getting even. So let's create this program, right? So Sin creates a program, a familiar, right? Familiar. The purpose of a familiar is going to be to extract information from this data fort. So the arcane is 7. The attack factor. We're going to put 5 into the attack factor. The defense factor is going to be 1. The move factor is going to be 1, right? Okay, and we need to put in SF for each one it's going to do. But so we're going to have we're going to have stealthy. It's going to be stealthy, and it's going to de-res other programs, I guess. Stealthy, I mean, it's going to make programs kind of do its thing, right? So stealthy is going to have 3, de-res is going to have 4. So I'm going to use de-res here as kind of like a shorthand for making it and it's going to be called so it's got de-res here. I think decrypts code locks. So this one's going to de-res programs, right? So what we want to do is we want to de-res. This is so this is one of Sin's, right? And Sin is kind of like into the spy genre. So we're going to have some kind of we're going to create double. We're going to call this for 007, right? So 007 pops out, whoosh, and rams into this secretary basic algorithm, basic program. So the defense factor on this program, I reckon, is going to be 2. So it needs to, and so first off, does the other program detect this program, right? So it gets 2 plus 1d10 versus 4 plus 1d10, right? So R2 plus 1d10. So this is, oh my goodness. Well, that's not what we needed, right? R is 4 plus 1d10. 11. So that's bad. Bad news bears. So it detects the oh, that was 3. So actually that's 10. So it detects this program, and it activates the alarm. Right. So alarm activated. So there's an alarm program somewhere in this building, in this data fort, which is now going beep 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 beep, and alerting Net Watch that they're being raided. Bad times, bad news bears. Seems like shit, and Chip is equally shit. Chip creates a program to hunt the alarm. What's Chip got? 7 intelligence. So there you've got 8 points to spend, right? So they've got arcane 8. They're going to call this one Spot the Dog. AF. They're just going to have 5, DF 1, MF 2. And it's going to have. Wait a minute. That doesn't equal 5. 2. 3. Wait, 3. Stealthy 2, because it doesn't matter because we failed to roll. So this is going to have this is going to be D-Res 3 and decrypt code locks. Yeah. Okay. So this is trying to try and get through doors, right? I'll probably just use D-Res, right? So we're just going to D-Res. This is all out. Spot the dog. Detect data 1, right? Cool. So this is going to go off and hunt for this is still scene 1 anyway, right? So this is why we haven't rolled for a scene check, because we just went in and raided the data fort. So yep. Again, so the alarm is basically trying to hide this. So we can remember there's a go here. We've got no, we want the pen, right? So this is where the reception was, right? And we're going to test for this is going to go against this door. We reckon all the doors in here probably have a rating of 2. It's a really weak installation. It doesn't have any black ice or anything like that. So it gets to roll 2 plus 1d10. 9. Jesus. This gets 5 plus 1d10. Goodness. Right, so that fails. Still up. Perfectly happy. Nothing to see here. And the next round happens. I reckon we've got a counting clock, right? By this point. I don't have any clocks available. So let's just go 2 out of they've probably got really cheap security, right? 2 out of 10. Probably 1 out. So yeah, we've only had 1 go, so it's actually 1, not 2. Look, I really need that to go away. 1 out of 10. Save. So that first round's gone incredibly badly. The alarm's gone off. They're going to need to try and make this data fort not be a problem. So, next round. There's nothing in here that's gonna. They'll probably do. So it's probably going to be. So this door again is like a 2. But their systems aren't activated yet. Sorry. So it's round 2. They're kind of annoyed and stressed and really wondering why this security system is so capable. Clearly, the computer in charge of the data fort is far better than they're expecting. Sin is going to res gadget, watch, again arcane, 7, AF 6, DF 1, right? D-res 6. Not messing around, so Sin comes up to this door and attempts to take this door out, right? In the flesh, so to speak. Out an MF are considered carried. Yeah, right. So this is carried by the wizard. And yeah, so for door gets a 2 plus 1d10. A 7, okay. And Sin's hammer gets a 6. Right, 14. Okay, so Sin smashes through this door. So say that there's 4 doors, right? So there's a 1 in 4 chance of it being in this room. So on a 1, the main computer's in this room. 1, excellent. So in this room, we've got the central CPU, strength 2. No, it's not a 2. Oh well. That's a 2. Right. That's just a mark. Chip is going to try this door again. With their action, where's the alright, yeah, here we go. So this is 1, 2 for its defensive roll. It gets a 9, and the program gets a 13. Right, so we've broken through this door as well. Really, I should do a data fort content roll of some sort, but I don't have a table for that. I thought I have a Cybergen, the Cyberpunk cards. Let's have a look. We need Mythic. Where are you hiding, Mythic? Macros. Deck. Cyberpunk deck, and do I have a Mythic deck? I can't remember. Do I got a Mythic deck? I don't have a Mythic deck, right? Ironic, really. Delete. Yes. I thought I had the deck on here. Maybe it got updated and disappeared. But now we got that. Anything interesting in it? Media kit. No. Is there anything interesting in this room? Fake question. Anything interesting in this area? Question mark. I mean, it's likely. 56. No. Okay, cool. So there's nothing in there. This is the program, right? So the program's going over here, and Chip themselves is going to go for this door, right? Do I have a limit on the number of familiars we can run at any one time? You can run as many familiars as your int stat halved rounded down. Okay, so yes. So, Sin's going to rush over to this door and res a sledgehammer. Kind of so Chip, sledgehammer, looks like a cartoon hammer. Arcane 8 AF 7 DF 1 DRes 7. Now also in here, Chip DRes 7. So that I reckon is probably going to manage to get through this door. But let's see. 7 plus 1d10 for 11, and it gets 2 plus 1d10 and 11. Defender's advantage, so the door doesn't go down. So that door's up, this door's down, the computer there. DRes, control real space hardware, crash system, anti-personnel, cover tracks, stealthy, virtuality illusion, spot hidden altered icons, armor. I'm gonna have to read the virtual book, right, to double check something, because I'm sure there's going to be more options, right? Because I'm going to put Sin is gonna put Sin create what are we gonna call it? Knowledge. He'd call it M, right? You're gonna make M arcane is 7, AF is 6, DF is 1, and the function is going to be extract data for stealthy 2, right? So this is going to go up against a computer core. It rolls we've gone forward a turn. So let's do this. I wish it didn't do that. I'm sure there's a button for me to disable that stupid. Oh, look, you hovered over it. Clearly, you want to know more about this thingamajig. And no, clearly, I don't want to know more about that thingamajig because I already know how it works. Been using it for 5 years or however long it's been. I don't need to know. I remember the guys getting really shitty when I said that I hated venue UI. That's not very constructive. Well, I don't do UI. I'm an idiot. I'm just a slime. Just a little slime. Getting by with life thinking, gee, this new UI sucks. That was around this. I don't like this. The old one was better. And there was just too much white. It was just like the UI that they replaced the thingy with. Just not good. Not good. Anyway, sorry, I was rambling. M, right? So it looks like a doddery old dude. Looks like a doddery old dude with wild hair and specs. And I was going to roll some dice. So 4 plus 1d10. We get a 10. It gets a 2 plus 1d10. For goodness sakes. Right, we don't get through this turn. Right. The data fort. This should probably be turn 3, right? Yeah, there we go. The data fort is going to. This door opens and a glue jumps out of the thing and attacks our boy. Which I guess is a direct attack on the wizard's int, I suppose. I don't think it says. It probably does somewhere. Yeah. Okay. It's gonna attack him. It gets I reckon it's probably a better bit of software. So it's 3 plus 1d10 to. Oh my goodness. And he's gonna get. They're gonna get who? What is? Oh my goodness. Chip is assaulted by this glue program. Right. So Chip is glued, so unable to act. Chip's attack program is going to come back out of this room though, right? So it's going to leave where it was rooting around here, and it's going to come over and attack the glue because its boss is under stuff. So this is Spot the dog. Comes rushing back to help Chip out, who is kind of submerged in gooey gooness. It's like a slime. So they're going to do that, and that means the dog gets to roll its attack. Dog's attack is 4. It rolls its defense, which is 3. Oh my goodness, we have a successful roll. The glue de-reses. And Sin is going to attack this blasted computer again. So, what was Chip's? Sin's extract data is a 4, right? So, 4 plus 1d. Oh, for goodness sakes. So, no point rolling. Well, but we may as well. You never know. We might get a 1 as well. No, we got a 9. So doesn't manage to find any data in the computer. Let's go here. Stop it. 4. Where can I turn these off? Disable tooltips in the settings. Right. Let's do that because it's annoying me. Yes. Whereabouts in the settings do we think it is? Configure settings. Core. Enable chat panel, scroll stylus, performance mode, frame rates, photosensitive modes, token vision, zoom, anti-aliasing, cone templates. None of that looks like a left click release objects, scroll, pan, bubbles, disable canvas, default sheets, combat, font, default config. None of that is disable tool clips in the settings. Well, I would, but I can't. There's nothing in here that says tool clips. You idiots. There we are. No, it is. I'm an idiot. Save. I'm the idiot. Save. Yes. Reload. Reload yo thingamajig. Right. Now we can go back. You back? Oh, you're back. You back? You're back. Cool. And I don't have annoying toilet tips anymore. I ain't got enough real estate because I've got to have the screen small so that it fits on the screen, if you see what I mean. And what were we doing? What were we doing? Well, we were desperately failing dice rolls, right? But now Chip is in this room, and is there anything interesting in this room? Anything interesting in this room? Question mark. To chat. 86. No. It is the most boring room. Extract data is what we're going to do. It's going to work this time. It's going to be fine. Oh, look, it doesn't do that silly thing anymore. 5. Fortunately, I don't think they can trace wizards. At least not now. Not yet. But so, as we can expect, we're going to do R1D10 plus 4. 7. 11. Okay, we're going to do 1D10 plus 2. 6. Right. So we managed to get in and get the data. Now, the question is, where's the journal entry? Life on a run. Getting safe, getting even. Getting safe, getting even. 1d10 plus 4. One d10 plus 4, 1d10 plus 2, right? $12. Okay, yeah. So not only have they managed to not leave behind any evidence of the data they've got, this is going to move us forward to. Oh wait, well, Chip's going to see if Chip could get through this door. So Chip's going to do. We've got the big comedy sledgehammer, so 1d10 plus 7. They don't. More comedy. This is the problem with one dice systems, right? There's a very narrow range of options. And I don't think this game does critical failure, so we don't need to worry about. Also, with like a 1, again, because of the range on a D10 is so small, having criticals is not smart. Right. So, I mean, I guess, yeah, because we're not doing criticals, it is entirely possible that it'll fail. No, it got a 10. So, no, it's perfect, the best door. It's the next round. Well, Spot the Dog could give it a try. Spot the Dog's got a 4. So, 4. Spot gets an 11. The door gets a 9. An 11. The most powerful door. Change this is into a 6. Before Netwatch will rock up. What have we got here? Chip, Sin. Sin's going to try and de-res the door, right? De-res the no, we need to crash the computer, right? So, what we're going to do is Syn's going to derez his other program, their other programs, his other programs. Syn derezes their other programs and creates a block of semtex, right? So he creates this block of semtex, sticks it on this big swirling computer. The block of semtex is a arcane 7, AF 6, DF 1, and its power is crashing the system, right? So it gets a 1D plus 6. The data fork gets a 1D plus 2. Data fork goes down. So data fork's crashed. We've crashed for data fork, we got the data. Crash for data fork, got the data. Now, that is pretty raucous, right? That didn't go well at all. Definitely attracted the attention of like minor netwatch stuff, right? And that kind of takes all morning, kind of getting the data, researching the fort, all that kind of stuff has taken them the portion of the day, and we've identified a potential some potential safe havens, right? But I also reckon the chaos factor's gone up by 1 at the end of that. Save. Yeah. So the next kind of thing for them is going to be to go and check out one of these buildings. And we'll do that next time, right? Feels like a good place to stop for now. I got some sausages coming up, so that'll be good. And we'll be back soon enough to do something exciting with this. And what was I doing the other day? I played a bit with Tailspire again. Let's probably go back to Morganfort. That's something we should probably do. Yeah, so good times, fun times, exciting times, all the times. Times are a thing. Yeah, good session. Nice little bit of a session. We'll probably do Alien later. I've got to check up on my wizard rules for Cyber Generation. And yeah, it's been cool.